I'll just go through the 3 levels that we've come up against and do a couple of different angles and talk you through them. I might do a little bit on the upper body at the end. So one you've seen already is the level 1 stinger. So we've got, remember I said, good head control, keep the elbow off the floor and high. Like we've done before, push that bottom leg away, get the hip to go nice and flat, gives you good action on the top leg. We can drag it open, bring our toes to our knee, so we can connect to the bottom leg. This allows us to split the legs and then establish ourselves into the mount position. What you'll come up against is people, either knowingly or unknowingly, trying to keep their legs locked. And there's 2 different strengths of lock they'll have. One will just be the toes catch. So they catch it, you've got a good action and there's a bit of space for your leg. The other one is they'll lock it like a tight triangle and you won't have space for your free leg. So we've got 2 scenarios that we can run through there. The first one, level 2, is just the toes connected. This allows my free leg to come, and I'm looking for my own knee and I can feel there's space, but there's connection with their top leg, which I know now there's going to be the opportunity to X on their top leg. Yeah, so this is one half of the X with the stinger hook and the other half becomes laces to laces. I can now manipulate this leg and you don't have much time. Obviously they'll try and react to this. So the best option we've worked is I basically extend my lace to lace leg to the opposite side, and that allows my stinger hook to come free. Most of the time this knee will stay high and you just have to circle for the pass, but really effective if it's just the toes. The third option will look better from the second angle, but I'll show it from here anyway. Their legs are super tight, so we go for the stinger and their legs are tight, and now you can feel it's heavier and tighter, and you can test it with your free leg and you'll go and feel their leg and you won't be able to get to your knee. You know, yeah, it's almost guaranteed that they're going to have a bent bottom leg, so you can go laces to laces. So when I show the other angle, you'll see, but this foot goes laces to laces on that bottom leg. Okay, and I pull it tight. So I basically lace to lace and I pull it as tight as I can. Now for the pass, I can basically turn this into a foot wedge scenario where this foot now goes down and we double up on that bottom leg. So I'm basically pinning that bottom leg with my stinger leg. And now I should be able to come up and go for the foot wedge because all that action will move their top leg into that position. And we just follow the points we need for the foot wedge. Okay, so we'll spin the angle. Again, I'll talk, the sound might be a bit affected because of where I'm facing, but we'll show it anyway. So stinger, level 1, hit this way a little bit. Go on, hit this way. No, slide it as a whole unit. There. Go. So knee to the floor, stinger level 1, nice big open for the legs. Make it secure the pass by spreading and coming up to the mount. Okay. Level 2, just their toes are going to hold on. So we go here. Yeah, we can feel the legs are still connected. We go and test with our free leg and we can feel that gap. So we disconnect by going laces to laces. We've got an X and we extend it to one side to free our stinger hook, and we bring ourselves shin across the hip. And then level 3, heavy and locked, can't find my knee at all, go and find their laces. Yeah, so you can manipulate their body look. So go and find their laces as best you can and make it as tight as you can. Then this leg goes down and doubles up. So you can come in and foot wedge, effectively come over for the pass. Just a quick thing on the upper body. Let's come this way again. So, your arms could be in multiple positions. The idea is obviously keep the elbows high, keep them off the floor. So I like strong pit hook on this side. So it's usually set it up from the half guard. Strong pit hook, you want to get your bicep as connected to the side of their neck as you can, and you use your fingers into their armpit, is why we call it the pit hook. So as you reach through, everything is super deep. with this strong connection here, if your shoulder comes down to the sternum and then you drive it up into this corner, you get strong connection and you can tap people with this. Okay, so a lot of the time they'll tuck the chin in just to try and prevent the strangle, and that's where you get like strong head turn, but you want to basically apply it in this way to get that action. Then on this side, if you're using the head control, you just need this elbow open and up. I personally don't go to the underhook because people can drive my arm in and roll me. So I use, we call this the dad grip, so we like grip onto the knuckle of the elbow. So I open everything out, create like an A-frame with my body to keep that open. That gives me space to work with the stinger. You can obviously do this with double unders, it's very effective, or just the near side underhook and a free arm. It all does the same thing, keeps the shoulders square. One thing that people do miss quite a lot is the fight with this arm. So whenever I'm fighting my partner's arms, as long as I can touch or see their elbows, then I'm in a good position. So for example, slightly off but topic, but it works here. If this elbow can get behind me, then my partner is going to be able to move me around and change their position, okay? So that this arm being on the inside isn't inherently risky, it's where the elbow is. So I can give my partner the underhook, but make sure that the elbow doesn't go any deeper by holding it or just by positioning myself, and that kills it. Yeah, it gives me control that I would have if the arm isn't there, but I'm also trapping their arm. So it's a really useful thing to have in mind, and it's really obvious on this side, but people forget about it on the near side. So as an aside, this is why I go near side underhook from the half butterfly, because I don't want my partner being able to use this. But for the stinger in this example, I've got the head controlled, so I'm coming to this side, so we'll do just the knee to the floor. Now if there's too much space between me and my partner, that arm's going to come between us. Yeah, and this is where you've probably got that scenario where they're turning and you're reacting with the head switch to rinse the spine. So just be mindful of this arm and try and keep this space as tight as possible with your hip. Okay, so if your partner's trying to bring this arm on the inside, you've got to try and get it between us, you can block it. So you've got to really try and push it through. So you can really hold it from being able to get in there. Now, if you know that that's something they're going for, you can block it and create a teapot arm. Yeah, so you can block their arm like this. So if it's really being a problem, before you progress, you take this hand and you come back and you thread through the teapot handle, and then you just take that as a near side underhook. Really effective from the mount as well. So we'll show it from this angle. Okay. So I've got this connected here. Partner's trying to get their arm between me and them, and I'm blocking it with my hip. Yeah, it's catching, and they can get it they can get it through quite far, but you can keep blocking it. Yeah, you can get through a little bit more, and I can keep blocking it as long as there's a handle for me to catch. I can undo that. So hopefully that gives you enough of a coverage of what happens on the upper body. Like I said, invariant properties, keeping the elbows high and off the floor. For the leg work, level 1 will catch most people once they start recognizing it's there. Let's try and keep their legs tight. We've got 2 options: X, stinger X, lift, and take one leg one way so you can thread the other leg to the hip. And the third one is basically you double lock the bottom leg and turn it back into the foot wedge.